Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Nigerians are still bothered over who will become the president of the country, considering the pressure that we are seeing from the three political parties, talking about Labour Party, APC, and PDP. But right now, one of Nigeria's social activists, who is also a singer, also a writer, has decided to put on the table his deduction about the possibility of one particular presidential aspirant being the president of Nigeria based on affiliation with Britain. Now, he has pointed out something very striking, which most Nigerians are talking about right now. That whenever a year to presidential election, that there is this affinity between the presidential or the intending president and British Prime Minister. And we are going to be looking at his deduction and also what other Nigerians have to say in that regard. Now, the person we are talking about is actually Charles Chukwuemeka Okputa, and you get to hear what his deductions are. According to the news, Nigerian singer, writer, and social activist Charles Chukwuemeka Okputa, better known as Charlie Boy, has reacted to photos of past Nigeria and Britain leaders and the current Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. According to Charlie Boy, who shared the photo, he said every election year, Britain leaders invite their preferred Nigerian presidential candidate to number 10 Downing Street, the permanent home of every active prime minister. Citing example, the veteran entertainer said that in 1998, that Obasanjo was invited, and in 1999 he became the president of Nigeria. In 2010, President GEJ was invited, and in 2011 he became the president of Nigeria. While Buhari in 2015 was also invited, and he became the president of Nigeria in 2015. With the above, Charlie Boy wonders if Peter Obi will be the next president, as he has been invited by Boris Johnson, who recently resigned as England's prime minister. This is how he said it. He said, "Is this how Britain let us know our next president? Every election year, they invite their preferred Nigerian presidential candidate to number 10 Downing Street, the preferred or the permanent home of every active prime minister. They invited Obasanjo in 1998, 99, he became president. GEJ in 2010, 2011, he became Nigerian president. Buhari in 2014, 2015, he was rigged in as president. Now they have invited Peter Obi in 2022. Waiting won't happen now. Think about it. That was what he said before he now started talking about his relationship and how many years he has spent in his marriage. Let me just give you a tip of what he said. He said, "My people, if I tell you now, after over 45 years of marriage to my wife, fact I'm I'm going back to bachelorhood. What would you say? I don't talk say marriage of a thing just no easy. The longer I stay, the harder it gets. What should I do? I tire. Oh." He also made other comment which Nigerians reacted to it. Now that's not really our concern. Our concern is about his permutation and combination about the possibility of Peter Obi being the president of Nigeria, considering his invitation to number 10 Downing Street in London by the elsewhere Prime Minister, talking about Boris Johnson. Now, Nigerians have reacted to it, and let's just share what most people thoughts are based on the deduction from Charlie Boy. This one said, "That's our president. Who no, make him know. Now, obedient all the way." Another person here says, "Those who says it, or those who say let it happen, are not reasonable. Don't you know that if it happened, it means Nigeria will suffer double more than the past? Do you think British want better things for Nigeria? So you never know, say the British are the ones dictating for all the past president. So you people don't know what Britain are talking or taking away from Nigeria because of religion and tribalism. You are saying, Obi, may Almighty forbid it. I only rely on my God to bring the person that will help the masses or break us from this country. This one here says, so be it. Another person reacting to it says, we will still be watching this movie called Nigeria or be God's God's back. Hmm. So many other reactions. But then looking at what he has said, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but for it to happen for almost three consecutive times is really worth thinking about. I think the only one that we did not hear there was when the president before Jonathan came on board, he wasn't invited. Yahadua, maybe because they knew that he was going to die some few years after then. But with what he had just said, I kind of believe. But then, how does Britons get to know who will be the next president of Nigeria? You understand? I'm just wondering, or is it that these people who are intending to go for presidential position, they normally visit, the Prime Minister of Britain, or is it that they are being invited? That those are some of the questions that we have to look at. But I think that we have to take off our minds from the fact that Britain is the cause of the trouble in Nigeria, blah 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 blah. Because the truth is that the reason why, if such things exist, the reason why they are succeeding is because the Nigerian leaders want it to happen that way. Nobody at this time, where Nigeria is already a sovereign state, there is nobody that will force you to do anything against your will. It is just that we seems to allow ourselves to be manipulated by these people because underneath our quest to helping Nigeria, we have our selfish personal gains there. You understand? Nobody can come and say, I corrupted your husband, I corrupted your wife. No, she had an intention or he had an intention to be corrupted. A good leader is a good leader anyway, anytime. So the issue of people always linking Britain to putting Nigeria in the situation we are, it's a big lie. They did not force us to do anything. We are not still being colonized by them. It's just that at one point we keep on bringing up wrong set of people because of our greed. I can't remember the last time that Britain came in here. We saw white people everywhere in the country voting for us. I can't remember them say this set of people shouldn't vote. This set of people, or I have not even heard them recommending one person for Nigerians to vote for. But it's our greed that is giving us the wrong choices. And that's why at this point we need to shelve our greed and do the right thing, knowing that the right thing will salvage the country from from the current degradation that we found ourselves. That's where we like to leave it. Go to our comment section. Let's